Every great journey begins with a question. How do we grow? How do we serve? How do we create something that lasts beyond ourselves? These are not just questions for individuals, but for nations and institutions alike. Education, at its core, is more than the pursuit of knowledge. It is the pursuit of transformation. True education inspires us to be our best selves, to serve others, and to build the institutions that shape a better future. It is the foundation of balance, where creativity meets productivity and individual aspirations align with the greater good. Inspired by his father, Frederick Hendrik Rudolf Limapoe, who carried both love of country and love of family on his shoulders, Hans Limapoe tells us about his vision for education.
I idealized my father to a large extent. My older brothers will tell me that I'm obsessed, but at the same time I think it's my inspiration. And there are a few things which I remember about him. 1948 was the first what they call round table conference in Holland, the first discussion about the autonomy. He was the chairman of the committee from Suriname that went there. And I remember him telling me while I was 9 years old what it all entailed and how it was.
The philosophy of the FHR Institute for Higher Education is deeply rooted in the belief that society flourishes when the public and private interests are in balance.
The two main key elements I remember about my father is his love for learning and the love for his country. Those are the two main things that have been driving. And yeah, I followed his footsteps in terms of his profession. So let's say love for justice and being fair is also part of it. But those three things determined my character and determined my life path.
Recognizing the weaknesses in Suriname's institutions following independence in 1975, Hans was determined to create an educational framework that would strengthen governance, accountability, and innovation.
We all thought that by having elections, the need for institutions would not be there. We would have a democracy. While a democracy, yes, you have to have elections, but if you don't have the proper institutions to support the democracy and the rule of law, then it falters. And I think that is really what has happened in 75. The politicians were all full about elections and we're going to get money. A bit like what we see now with oil. It's the same thing. Not realizing that if you get oil and gas, you have to have institutions to make sure that the proceeds you will get are properly channeled to the right places with the right accountabilities and different checks and balances.
A nation thrives when its institutions are strong and when its people are educated.
Why are education institutions important for the development of the country? The first reason is higher educated people can make a better contribution to the development of the country. The second point is education allows people to look beyond their own shadow and to look beyond and have a vision and have a purpose. And the third one is, in my institute and where I am, a very critical one is commitment to the public good.
The FHR Institute for Higher Education was established to bridge gaps in governance, economy, and society, ensuring that education remains the driving force behind national growth.
FHR provides 5 master programs. Developed the master programs, we looked at the needs of the Surinamese society. It started with a public administration program and then expanded with business administration, accounting, human resources, and also business law. The programs are delivered in cooperation with professors from our partner institutes, and we have annual reviews with them to update and to improve the master programs.
FHR is a center of excellence, providing students with the resources they need to thrive.
Our business model is that we have collaborations with universities, and at the moment those universities are from the Netherlands. We have the University of Maastricht, Tilburg University and the Erasmus University, where we have collaboration to execute the master programs. And in the collaboration agreement, it's agreed upon that the lecturers in our master programs are qualified lecturers from these universities.
Each program of us has a counterpart in terms of a university. So we have from day one pitched a high level of quality, and that hasn't changed.
The school equips students with skills and vision to lead with integrity and innovation, transforming Suriname into a nation of opportunity and resilience.
Ik heb mijn studie op de Anton de Kom Universiteit afgerond in 2013, bedrijfskunde. En op een gegeven moment wilde ik eigenlijk meteen doorgaan met mijn masterstudie. En de mogelijkheden waren op dat moment beperkt voor mij. Dus toen heb ik besloten om eigenlijk aandacht te besteden aan mijn werkcarrière. En na een poosje realiseerde ik dat ik een beetje mijn plafond qua abstractievermogen had bereikt. En dat het wel belangrijk was om een vervolgopleiding te gaan opzoeken. En ik ben van nature heel kritisch. Dus ik ben ook echt goed onderzoek gaan doen om te kijken welke opleidingen het beste aansloten bij mijn behoeften. En uiteindelijk ben ik bij FHR geland.
What sets FHR apart as an institution of higher learning in Suriname is basically the fact that we're focusing on learning. We're an institution that is learner-centered.
I think the main difference for me is that FHR, really practices what it preaches. So it's really creating a learning environment for students. So the motto of FHR, so people are the product of their learning, actually is taken seriously.
I was motivated by FHR's strong reputation in academic excellence and its focus on leadership development in governance and in law. And as a military, I saw the need to broaden my scope if it comes to governance in order to be more serviceable to my nation.
At FHR, students are encouraged to develop a mindset of leadership and service. The curriculum is designed not only to provide academic excellence, but to instill a deep sense of purpose, an understanding that education is a tool for societal betterment.
One of the main successes we have provided to the community is our milestone as alumni impact. We have more than 1,500 bachelor's alumni. We have more than 1,000 master alumni.
The philosophy of FHR is reflected in its 5 core values: sustainability, accountability, transparency, responsiveness, and social responsibility.
I totally agree with this philosophy. FHR provides education to create new leaders for our sustainable development.
We doen het voor de public good, voor the greater good. Studenten worden in de gelegenheid gesteld om verder te studeren. De slogan zegt het al, people are the product of their learning. En de bedoeling is dus dat we het overgrootste deel van de Surinaamse bevolking geschoold wordt.
Every space within the Institute is designed to inspire innovation, creating an environment where students can grow intellectually and professionally.
It's so inspiring. Everything is in place, you know, everything is well organized, and it's a joy being here.
So we're constantly reviewing, is our curriculum up to date? Are we prepared for jobs that don't yet exist? That is what we do at FHR, and especially at the bachelor's level, we look at what our learner requires and what they need to survive and also to excel in the future.
Graduates of the FHR Institute for Higher Education carry with them more than just a degree. They carry a philosophy. They're prepared to be change makers, innovators, and leaders in their respective fields.
If you pursue education, at the end of it, you will, and I've read quite a bit about philosophers and people who did a lot of, you will feel blessed by life. When you have utilized the most important gift that you have as a human being, which is right here, if you utilize that to your best, you have the best gift. And if you waste that, how can you pass on in peace? So I think it makes you blessed in life. I'm blessed because I think that education makes me blessed.